do the same thing with our relationship with God. No, it's not going to always be a bed of roses. What relationship is? No, it's not going to always be exactly what you want to receive, what relationship is. But with him, wherever you go and whatever you do, if you keep him in the relationship with you, he will move and direct you in every other relationship. I used to think that my relationship with my children was the most important relationship. And I had to learn over the years that it's really not. The relationship with him through my prayer life helps me with my relationship with my children. It'll help you with your relationship with your husband. It'll help you with your relationship on the job. It will help you with your other relationship if you make that relationship a priority. And as I was saying, this book, it's a resource that I always have with me because something may come up or some thought may come up. And I may want to really go to God in prayer about it. This is just some examples of how it will talk to you and show you. I recommend a lot of people to get this, especially when they come to me and say, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Does God really hear me? And and I would share with them, first of all, you don't have to question if he hears you, because we know he was the creator. He created you in your mother's womb. He knew you before you were even born. So with him being the creator, why not go to him? And so in this book is all the prayers of the Bible. There's every type of prayer that you can think of. That's the beauty of knowing that you can have the intimate relationship with God because of how he created his word to let you know that you can come to him. And most of all, he wants the relationship with you. We fight a lot to have relationships with people and things and other things, but we don't fight to have the relationship with him. And that's all he's asking us to do. Make the relationship with him a priority, and all else will line up. We're going to be doing a prayer board activity, and I bought some prayer boards that I personally made for myself, and I want to share with you. This is my one that I always keep before me where I can see it. Every day I see this in my room that I walk in. I see this every day. So this tends to remind me too of what it is that I want in my life. It shows what it is that I go to God in prayer about. You can see here where I have a prayer request, and I drop little prayers in here of things that I want from God. And it doesn't necessarily mean something materialistic. I want from God to remain healthy. So I've asked him in my prayer request, Lord, help me to know what to do when it comes to my health. See, I'm going to him first because he created me. He knows what I need. So I'll drop the little card in here. Then down here at the bottom, you'll see where I have prayer requests that I have received answers to. And so he told me about my health. He says, watch what you eat. So he's responded to my request here. And I put down in here, watch what you eat. So see, we can go to him for just the littlest, simplest things or the small things. But this right here is some goals that I want to accomplish. See, most people think that you need to have a board of all the goals that you want, but where does he fall into place? And so I have it here where he falls at the beginning of everything that I want, or what I want to do, or what I want to receive. I have it here because with him, if I go to him about the eating well, he's going to tell me and give me what I need to do it. This is just a reminder. A lot of people create other types of boards. Some people create prayer rooms where they can go into a certain room, a space in their homes. I always tell people, make sure you have a space in your home where you go and you meet with him sometimes. It doesn't have to be something big and extravagant. I have a friend who, in her bathroom is where she goes and meets with God. She has her books, her prayer board in there where she goes because that's where she starts her day at. It's always important where you start your day and what you start your day with when it comes to him. Then I have some other examples here of prayer boards that I've created that I have these visible in my room too. So sometimes I'll go up and I'll look and I'll have to say to God, God, help me on what to make the decision about whatever. I'll put that request in here and I'll wait and allow him to answer me. And when he gives me an answer, because he gonna give you an answer. Don't think that you'll never get the answer. And the sidetrack about that is it may not come right away. but he's heard you with your requests. You will be surprised too. People who deal with a lot of anxiety, I tell them, make you a prayer board. So when those anxiety attacks come upon you, write that down, drop it in that request, and you watch and see how God will remove that anxiety from you. We try to do so much on our own and for ourselves that the person who really can help us, we leave him out. So this is just some examples of prayer boards that, like I said, that I created. And it is mostly the things that I know that's heavy on my mind and my heart. I have a prayer request on here, how to ask. I said, God, show me how to pray and fast. Give me what I need to know to pray and fast. How to pray and fast, when to pray and fast, what to pray and fast from. Because most people think praying and fasting is just food, and it's not. This year I started out in January with the fasting of no longer wasteful spending. So if it's not a need, I don't want it. If it's not a need, I ask God to help me not to be tempted to go do it anyway, because habits are hard to break. But if you have a prayer board and want to break some habits, and when that habit comes up on you, like when different things come up, where they'll send something flash across my phone, they got a sale on this, and I'm usually, when you hear the word sale, I'll be like, okay, my antennas go up loud. I ask God, help me when I see that sale. Don't go run out buying and wasteful spending. And so what I do is when I put these requests, and he answers me, he's giving me the strength now where it doesn't even faze me when I see the sale sign, because in my mind, I've already asked him, and he's helping me to not to be wasteful spending. So it's really a big benefit when you have the request, and then when you see him show you the answers to the requests that you have. But I keep this as a reminder for me, so when I see this, I know that whatever I'm praying for or asking for, that he's going to eventually answer. There's some things on this board that I'm still waiting for God to answer on, but I'm not giving up, because I know when I request it, he's going to answer it in some form or fashion. Most of these things on here, he has answered for me, but this is just a reminder. It's nothing like having a reminder so that you can visually see the progress that you're making when it comes to your prayer request. So, does anybody have any questions?
Does the time matter how long you should pray?
No, it does not. That's another myth that people get caught up in, thinking you got to pray for 15, 20, 30 minutes. You can pray in 2 minutes, and God still hears the 2-minute prayer over the 1-hour prayer. So it's not so getting caught up in how long you're praying. Sometimes in the morning when I'm brushing my teeth, I'll say, I'll be praying and saying things, and it may be 5 minutes. So we can't get caught up on the how long. The thing to get caught up on is doing it. That's where you have to be reminded, I am going to do this regardless of what's going on in my life, and you will see, and I can speak from living life through prayer, how it changes your life from being self-sufficient to being dependent upon him. Because we as people, we get caught up in that I'm doing this, I did this, this is mine, this is the way that I want it. And when you really think about it, it's not really an I thing, it's a we, me, and him thing. So the time doesn't matter. I have some people that have told me they pray 10 minutes in the morning before, doing whatever they do. The object of it is, as I said, is just to do it. Like Nike say, just do it.